Okay, I think we're live. Hi, I'm Marshall Woodworth. Bon matin, bonjour, salut, tout le monde. On est ici. Tu es avec moi ce matin. Euh, je suis un professeur. Ah, ce n'est vrai pas. This not licensed. I'm just here to help teach things that I know about drawing. I'm doing a kid's book, Amulets et Royaumes, aka Amulets and Kingdoms, is what my primary kids book is. And today we're going to be working on a client of mine's kids book. This is a production sketch, a production picture um, for him. I'm not been hired yet. This is unemployed, but this is a definitely a something that the client is looking at and strongly, and that if they like these sketches, these pictures I'm doing, I'll be hired on, which is probably another 6 months from now. But anyway, just doing some little technical shit just to get this stream on Facebook. Just a moment, if you just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. Let's make sure we're in the good zone here. I'm sure this is being put on Amulets and Kingdoms Facebook page. Seems I'm having a little trouble getting this to Facebook, but we shall see in just a moment. All right. Okay, almost there. Sorry for the delay, y'all. I have nothing but love for y'all, and I know your time is valuable. And so I don't want to take too much time. Just some little technical thing. Make sure I'm all on Facebook now and everything's rolling. Okay. So, and today we're going to be working on a client of mine's kid. All right. Almost done. Okay. So, today is dedicated to my best friend, Rusty Baudouin. I have many friends, or not many friends. I have some friends. Some of them are kind of like best friends. Rusty's definitely the oldest friend I've had. I've known him since I was in freaking first grade or something. And we played music together over the years. And we're actually going to play just a few songs of some stuff we've done. Very lo-fi recording stuff. Here's one song this is recently. This is one, it's primarily, I wrote it, but it's the whole, me and Rusty together is what makes our sound. All right, so today, as every day, I'm using the Wacom Intuit pad about comme ça. It comes with a pen, which doesn't write it, just, it's electronic. Rusty's family too, Heather and Emily and everybody. Cold and a fly. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. That's Joe McGinney on the violin there. Alright, so we're going to be doing some coloring. Gotta color these kids. That's Rusty's daughter. Alright, so these are Simi Williams' designs, and I'm in close contact with him, and he's given me the okay to kind of redesign anything I need to. Because this will be for animation, if it's approved. Just doing a quick sound check, y'all, and we'll be done. This is one we used to love. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with he's supposed to be wearing shorts. I think I had done a redesign on that. Let's see. He had a red shirt. I gave him a red shirt. The movie. It sucks that I wish I could hear this in the music in a clear way. Oh, I forgot how good the song is.
I tell you, I will always find you. I am the sky.
CPU must be struggling. Hello? Alright, now it's not struggling as much. Okay, and then his skin or his fur or whatever, basically it's great. This little song, you can't really hear it well enough to appreciate it, and I'm sorry about that. This is me singing, Rusty on guitar. I'm playing drums and singing at the same time, and Derek Abshire on bass. This was kind of the T-Boo's Phase 2 group. It was like basically 3 phases, or maybe 4 phases. Yo, I can't work. Yo, sing it. Hey, yo, CPU, where you at? I can't work like that. It's so delayed. Oh, now it's messing up. What is going on? There we go. Jesus. Alright, what kind of... Is there too many things open? Too many tabs, probably. I can't say I've been a professional musician, but I have played in many bands over the years for money, playing gigs, recording, fundraiser to record albums, you know. So I guess in a way I was, but I don't want to insult musicians who do it for a living as a profession. So I don't claim to ever be, you know, a professional musician. Man, the computer's struggling to keep up. I feel like he needs shorts. I don't want... I know it's okay, I mentioned before, you know, Disney, you know, cartoons can be free balling with no clothes. It's fine. But, I need my characters to have, I mean, it just feels weird that the humans have clothes and the animals don't. And I know we don't put clothes on our animals or our pets, but it just feels, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. Like, why would only some people wear clothes if they're talking to you and they're naked from the waist down? Like, it just feels so odd. So I'm going to give these guys some gals and guys and girls some clothes, you know. Maybe it was playing that music was taking up all the CPU. Well, if that's the case, We need to go to my favorite thing to listen to first thing in the morning, which is Chicha Libre. Cannibalismo. I usually let the whole album play through. Sorry for the delay, my friends. I'm about to hit it. All right, now, what color shorts? Because I didn't give him shorts here, even though I've just been preaching on about let's not have our characters be naked. So she has purple hair, he has blue pants, white shirt, black hair, green skin, purple, pinkish wings, yellow boots, polka dots. Already very colorful. I'm kind of like running out of colors, but I guess just a different shade of red, just to give him some color. Because see, this original design of him, as much as I love Simi's work, and I'm trying to follow it, this just feels a little bit, I don't know, plain. Like he needs to pop a little bit more. And so we're going to give him that, and we'll give him some color. But let's see. Oh, orange. We haven't done orange. Now we're out of colors. It's like Fire Mario. By the way, I'm wearing my Amulets and Kingdoms shirt, and the logo is there at the bottom too. And I am raising money to complete that kids book because it's a massive, it's a massive project for me. And here's there's the logo. Hopefully you can see that. You can buy these shirts from me, but look, let me be honest here. They're really expensive to make, and so I'd have to sell them for like $25, and I wouldn't really be making that much money. I'd be making like $3 or $4 per shirt. But I'm happy to do it if I get enough people who want them. Um, Now, this kids book I'm doing now is for a client of mine. Like I said, this is not Amulets and Kingdoms. The logo is at the bottom there. Um, I guess he'd have to have a hole in his shorts for his tail to come through. So I guess I'll do that. All right. Oh, I forgot when I color, take the background off because you'll miss all kind of little spots like that right there. Whoop. Amulets and Kingdoms, mine is basically me. It's a love letter to 80s fantasy science fiction cartoons, particularly He-Man, um, but also uh, Lord of the Rings. Not the Ralph Bakshi one, which I love that one too. but I grew up with the little picture book with the record in it. And how technology mixes with magic, which is obviously an absurd concept and belongs in the realm of children. But because magic is just what? It's just the unknown. And kind of science is the opposite of magic. I mean, science destroys magic because all it is something that seems you don't understand the process of something, and so it's magical. But as soon as you understand it, oh, it's gravity. It's no longer magic; it's science. So they kind of cancel each other out. But there's this romantic notion that magic is made of this energy field, like the force, that is also could be scientific. Um, and in Amulets and Kingdoms, and this is a little bit of a spoiler thing. I don't want to give away my story too much because I don't even have the first book done. I need $7,000 to do it. I've only raised not even 1,000. So and 5,000 of that dollars goes into just producing the books, getting the copyright. I get paid about 1,500 of that for I don't know how many months I've spent on it. So it kind of pays me for my time on it, but mostly not. Mostly it's just to get the books made. But it really toys with the idea of magic and technology working together, which I know, as I just said, makes no sense. But in the cartoon world, it's amazing. And if you don't think about it too much, it's amazing. So their world is being destroyed, or it's a little bit of a play on the Neverending Story, where there's this great thing happening related to the world of humans. Great isn't bad, big, great, bad thing happening related to the world of humans, and then it's being destroyed. And they have to use, since magic is leaving their world. Oh, he already has orange glasses. Since magic is leaving their world and it's becoming less and less powerful, they're having to supplant with a new kind of magic called technology, using electricity and lasers. It's the almost the exact same color as the damn shorts. Can you believe it? All right, let's do yellow glasses. Because these characters are still in. They're mostly done, but this character in particular is in the design phase still. So I don't have to stick to a design. I'm trying to design it. And if they like it, which my client generally likes what I do, this they'll greenlight the animation, and we'll go into that. I like that. Yellow glasses on. I like that. Okay? Because he's also the guy who pushes the boundaries and will lie and test the boundaries of things. So give him some hot colors, you know, because he's no pushover. He's going to test the boundaries. You know, cool colors are just more passive. Not that they're inferior or pushover colors. They represent something different. Where fire represents change, you know, orange and yellow, those hot colors. All right. Chicago. Now, you could have blue and green be aggressive colors. Rules are made to be broken here. This is all art. It's all just subjective. But I like the traditional stuff because it's tried and tested over thousands and thousands of years. And fire represents burning shit up. It's change. It's like hot, moving, action. To me, cooler colors are more like stillness and inflection. Water, earth. Usually my income is mostly, well, not now, since COVID-19, all my jobs are canceled. But my income is mostly as a video editor. And I do really well at that because as a freelance artist, by the way, I have no office I go to. I don't work for anybody. I have a small LLC, Thunderlands Productions, which you see at the bottom of the screen there. Um, is that right? Shoot, I forgot what I was saying. Sometimes it's weird. It's weird for me to work and talk at the same time. I mean, I could do it, but it throws me off. Now, I do plan on building up viewership of what I'm doing because I think people would just be interested. And I'm not like super great at what I do. I'm decent. But I mean, there's 1,000 animators and cartoonists out there that'll just draw me under the table. But I'm constantly learning and constantly practicing and improving. Ooh. Building up an audience. So yeah, I'd like to build up an audience, and then people can while I'm doing live streams, can actually ask me questions live, and I can answer them. Depresión. Oh, he's got the stripes. Depresión. Of course, the stripes would not be totally visible because he's kind of off. Ooh. Can we turn on some smoothing, please? Thank you. Maybe it would be. Yeah, this is Chicha Libre. I have to play it low because I'll get a copyright, you know. But this is, you should all, I mean, I'm promoting them for free here because they're, I mean it. It's great music to listen to when you first start out your day with coffee. Now, for those who have been with me for the past 3 days on these streams, you'll know that we spend about 3 hours a day, or an hour and a half at least a day, just getting to the point of sketching, getting these characters inked. But once we were done with the sketch work, the inking went by within really fast, and so will the coloring. It was just the hardest part is figuring out, you know, how do you put all these, making sure the noses are correct and the eyes, and make. We were designing the dad dragon. It took a long time. I had to do some research. There we go. So see here I have shadow. I don't want to start off painting the shadow. I want to paint just the neutral color without, which is right there, without the shadow. Ooh. That's all right. I'll fix it later. I think I want to try getting into the B-52s. I don't know why. I just feel like I only know their hits. You know, they're like 5 or 6 big hits. But man, those hits are freaking balling. Roam where you want to, like, that's freedom, man. America, that's freedom. Okay. All right, we got 2 of the kids. Oh, really? 3 of them. 3. He's supposed to have blue hair or something. Yeah, like a little fun. It's almost like a mohawk. Y'all can't hear that. Okay, I guess I'll try it now, but I want to attempt to learn to draw with my left hand a little bit because, oh God. Because you should exercise both sides of your brain as much as possible. Oh my God, I'm doing it left-handed. This will help keep your brain healthy, and actually, there's some data suggesting that this will prevent Alzheimer's because you're keeping your brain active. Uh, I don't know how much of that is true for everybody, but it makes sense to like challenge your brain. To, you know, you're exercising it. If you exercise it, you know, you don't use it, you lose it. Ooh, that's hard drawing with the left hand. Jesus. All right, now we're on Griff over here. Oh, that means I have to change this. Let me not do this while y'all are while we're doing the live stream. That'll take forever. I'll do that on my own time. So, oh, gonna need a refill on that coffee here pretty soon. We'll probably go back to Frank Black after this, after Chicha Libre. And then I would like to try listening to some new stuff. I'm very close minded with music, so I'll have to really force it. But I really like that Van Morrison, or not Van, but Van Morrison, not Van Morrison. Van Fleet, Greta Van Fleet. I really like that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, I jammed that shit. Been listening to a lot of old Marilyn Manson. Listen to some of his new stuff too. I enjoyed his new stuff. It didn't suck. Now, I only listened to about 4 or 5 songs of a new album made about 2017. And I will say what it did lack for me is that catchiness. You know, that catchy tune, that hummable, catchy tune you carry around with you all day, like an earworm. Didn't have that quality, and that's what I really miss. It wasn't like a memorable thing. It was good. I enjoyed it, but it didn't give me the earworm. I need that earworm, you know, like that identifiable tune. The beautiful people, Bodono, like catchy. We're all stars now, and the dope show. You know, catchy. You gotta do that catchy shit. The newer stuff is good. It just wasn't that catchy stuff. And I'm really big on hooks and being catchy. Not cheap, not mindless, because all Marilyn Manson stuff is really well done. As far as I could tell. I mean, I'm sure there's some shitty songs in there. Okay. What do I need to color? The jacket. My favorite Marilyn Manson song is Organ Grinder. This is my real head. We exercise to that. In fact, later on today, around 2:30, I exercise with my family via FaceTime or Zoom. And about 4 minutes in, we'll turn it on Marilyn Manson, that album. Again, today is dedicated to Rusty Baudouin and our band Tarantula Booze, which we're not in an active band because we live 5 hours from each other, but we're trying to set up recording. I did draw him naked. I did it. I've been harping on about naked characters, and here he is naked. What am I going to do? Oh, man. I mean, I know it's okay to have naked characters. It just... Okay, no, I put shorts here, but oh, I have to figure out what color the shorts are. You know what? I'm going to keep in a similar palette and just keep all pants, you know. So they have sort of a similar palette. I don't want all the colors all over the place. Maybe like they all shop in the same store. All right, and what color is his shirt? Oh, I'm okay with him not having a full shirt to show those scales. So that should be represented accordingly, Mr. Woodworth. I mean, oh, I forgot his little. The chichits. Okay. What color are these particular chichits? Oh, remember how long it took us to get all this, like, to get this sketch? And now it's just flying by. Now, when I color the parents, the question is, do they have the same skin color as their son, or do dragons, which I believe they do, have different types of skin colors, different shapes and all that? So that's going to be a problem coming up here soon, or a challenge to figure out. So just because I decide on Griffin's colors does not mean I'm out the doghouse. I got to design the. That's part of character design, you know, costuming and coloring and. I think I'll probably keep all of their scale spike things back here. Their spikes the same color because I feel like that would be part of like a bone structure. Even though I have no idea if spikes are part of bone structure in dinosaurs or lizards. But it feels like their bones would all be the same color. You know, blood is always red. Don't matter the blackest black Aboriginal or African to the whitest white European, northern Siberia, whatever, wherever you are, Russia. Blood is red, bones are white. Okay. And no one's white or black. We say white people and black people, but we're various shades of brown. We're all brown. Some of us are tan. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's right. He has purple eyes. All right. The kids have all their basic colors. Now later I'll have to add some shadows and highlights and stuff. So moving on to the dad, who is the going to be the star of this thing if they choose this design, with probably Keith David's voice. So we really want to make sure he's, done to the highest level of quality I can get. So the spikes are the same. Of course, I'll be doing a little cleanup as I go. Thank you to Wacom for making this great product that just really, because I'm not like, well, digital art is not art. Or, man, if you can't paint, you're not an artist, you're just a computer person. That's not true. Art is art, and digital is just another tool. Because think about like early forms of paint was not as there was no paint factories making. You had to go out and find those pigments in real life. Crushed up flowers or ink from a squid, or you had to use whatever tools you could get. Ashes, different foods, and this is just another way of drawing. Now, there's certain things I like about painting that you don't get from digital. For instance, when I do watercolors and gouache, weird shit happens that I don't expect and makes for more creativity. So I like doing all of it. I like doing painting, drawing, and digital. But for the kids' books, I do mostly digital. I'd like to get to where my backgrounds are gouache and watercolors, which is what I'm working on. But it is just 100 times less forgiving. I could sit here and I could do this. Woo! Oh my God. Oops, I'm so drunk while I'm drawing. I'm not drunk at all, but I'm just saying, oh my God. I'd have to sit there with an eraser, you know. But here I just, boop, you know. Oh, we got another horn. We got a color. Woo. Okay. Mom has spikes too. They're just not visible. Okay, I think all their eye colors should be the same. All right, now let's make Dad a different, slightly different color. Let's make him. I feel like I want to make him a brown dragon. And make Mom like orange or red or something. Or maybe there should be some consistency because he's the parent. So, what am I going to do? Is Mom and Dad green the same color as Griffin? I need to grab a quick refill on coffee. I will be right back. Give me 45 seconds. Ooh, boy, that Cheesy Libre is popping off this morning. God, dog, I'm feeling it in my veins. Woo! All right. Sorry, y'all. Just making sure the stream's up and we're rolling. All right. Okay. So, the question is Dad the same color? And I feel very divided. I don't want him to be the same exact color. I know what I'm going to do. The mom will be green, so the son gets his skin color from the mom. Uh, and the dad will have a slightly brownish, orangish color. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Let me do this. I'm going to shortcut. I'm going to use the wand tool like a boss. Why is that happening? All right, well, I can't use it there. I like this color for him. Yeah, I still got to do cleanup work, even though that wand tool really does a lot of the work for me, filling in with that color. There's still all these little cracks and corners that it doesn't get. You have to. That's why I do it by hand anyway. I got to go back anyway. So, oh, that's part of the horn. I know what we'll do. His hair is the color of his. Yeah, there was some relation. Just want to make sure he's the dad. This is not a son from a previous marriage. Yeah, mustache and hair. Okay, we'll try that. This might look really stupid. I don't know. It's weird looking. I'm just gonna move on because I don't know right now. I can't. It's hard for me to really gauge. There's so much work that needs to be done color wise on this that I'm just gonna leave it like that, and then I'll come back later when I can have a better sense of how to fine tune. Right now, it's like let's fine tune it, but I need to know what it looks like in relation to the rest of the picture or to all the rest of the coloring of this character. I just don't know. I guess tongues are generally more pink because that's what the Muppets said, so that'll work for us. He looks weird with the green hair, and but it's not bad. It's just very strange to me. I'm not sure if it's sitting right just yet, but we're gonna leave it for right now. Okay, definitely the wings will be the color, and these little chichuts will be the same color. So trying to see how long we've been going live. Make sure I'm still live. Don't want to go too far past an hour and a half. Back to work, slave. Okay. It's not bad. Maybe I'm okay with that skin color. It kind of works with him. Makes him look special. All right. Popcorn Andolino. I like, yeah, it's kind of growing on me a lot. Okay, but I want to do the wings the correct color. Oh, I forgot Griffin's wings. Still a little ink work left to do. All right. So basically just going to keep him this exact color because I want, this is where it shows that he's the dad. This is where I might use the wand tool. While I got this color up, I might as well just do the moms. Woo! Oh. You see how that psychedelic Peruvian rock, Chicha Libre, just gets you story mode, creative. One, two, three, hit it, boys. Yes. 50, 30, 40, 60, 50, 80, 90, 100. All right. Time for some Shakuri Levy. Now, this is the He-Man soundtrack. And I'm playing it from YouTube, but you know what? I don't believe in just playing from YouTube and not supporting my artists. You heard me? So, I did buy He-Man and the Masters Universe soundtrack by Shakuri Levy. Boom. You heard me? Again, aren't these shirts cool looking? It's got like a point right here. It's like your heart or something. You can buy them from me. You just gotta write me on YouTube or email me. ThunderLensProductions@gmail.com or WoodworthProductions1@gmail.com. That's my personal. And tomorrow we'll be back on Amulets and Kingdoms, so you could actually watch me create the kids' book. And I try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible while doing it. Orko's theme, man. I listen to this a lot when I'm doing Amulets and Kingdoms. Whoa, there's too much lag. Yo, CPU, where you at? Oh God, I can't. Come on, y'all. I can't draw if the CPU's dragging that slow. Oh, it's making me go outside the lines. So, whatever's left over that fundraiser is going to get me a better computer because I'm really kind of like not cheating, but pushing the limits of very limited technology to make it do what otherwise should be like. I should have a $15,000 to $25,000 computer to handle all this shit, and I'm pushing this MacBook Pro, which is I wonder what the I think it's 16 gigs RAM. Yeah, 16 gigs. You know, but it struggles. I'm grateful to have it. It's fantastic, but in the grand scheme of things, this is not adequate for what I'm trying to do. Hell yeah. Okay. You got your mama's skin and your daddy's wings, boy. Oh, that's the computer lagging on me. I didn't do that. I had lifted up the pen by then, but it. Yeah, so I need some serious Patreon support to keep going. There's no question. Especially considering all of my jobs are gone, with this possible exception of one, which isn't even official until this is all accepted. Feel free to donate to Amulets and Kingdoms. It's basically donating to all my projects because like one thing I just was able to buy with the Amulets and Kingdoms donation is a scoliosis chair because I have bad scoliosis. And like right now, I'm starting to feel that pain coming in, and so I know about an hour and a half, maybe an hour, hour and a half. Sometimes I can go 2 hours. Been doing a lot of exercises, so my pain is going down. But this scoliosis chair, which is over $200, thank you to the supporters of Amulets and Kingdoms for that, is like a saddle. It's like I'll be sitting on the saddle of a horse a little bit. It's kind of like a quasi saddle, which somehow keeps the tension off of your lower back. We'll see. You can tell when I sit crooked like this, that's scoliosis. I have to intentionally push this way. I don't know if we'll finish all the coloring of all the characters today. We'll have to phase out in a little bit, but we're still going right now. That's for sure. The other thing the money's going to go to, which is next, I haven't decided, is I need a freaking better desk. This is ridiculously bad setup that I'm using. But it's all I have, you know. I'm a true artist. I'm a freelance artist. Like I'm one step away from being a Jackson Square artist, you know. Like there's no. I have no rich family members giving me anything. I barely have any rich family at all. But there's some actually wealthy people in my family. But amazingly, they don't donate to my projects. The people who donate to my projects are like fans of mine or people who believe in me. Like for Lave, you know. My sisters donate. My brother donated, but mom, dad, aunts, uncles, and all that, they don't donate. They, I guess they figured, I don't know. I had a rough, my 20s and early 30s, well, mainly my 20s, were a very rough time, and I think they still see that as like I'm just a useless stoner kid who's not going to do anything with his life. And I think to a large extent that impression has stuck for years and years, and so they don't donate. Even though a lot of them are in my films, I have friends that donate. I did have a guy, a very, very wealthy man and his wife, no names revealed or companies, but who was going to finance all of Lave 2 in one check. That was about a week before the COVID-19 hit. And we're not talking about no $10,000. We're talking about like $75,000, $85,000. I would go to Nova Scotia, to St. Anne's, and become fluent. Je dois parler français là-bas, dans le pays de Nouvelle-Écosse. Um, I would come back much more able to, at least with small talk, and I can conduct my interviews in Louisiana French or in some form of French, um, because that's what I have to have, man. Me sitting here doing Duolingo, is amazing, and the little bit of French I could speak is either from my family, from friends, or just me practicing on Duolingo or with these workbooks. I listen to a lot of French everyday conversation on YouTube. But unless are completely submerged in it and around it and forced to speak it, it's just not really gonna stick. It'll take me 8 more years to get to speak fluent. You know what I mean? You have to be around it. You have to be in it. And all I hear is English around me. So now there's some nice groups, Quiddy Vinny groups, and Louisiana French groups. Of course, we try not to say Cajun anymore because that's such a misnomer. Some people do have Acadian blood, you know. For them, they would be like Cajun, but even then, there's no such thing as Cajuns. They're Acadian Creoles. That's what they are. I mean, I can tell you, I've been to Nova Scotia. I've been to the heart of Nova Scotia, literally across the street from Frenchie's. There ain't no boucheries. There ain't no. They don't eat crawfish. All of our spice and all that does not come from there. They do not eat spicy food. They don't eat. It's nothing related even close. It's like I don't even know why we call any of that Cajun food. It's just not true. It would be American, Indian, South American, African, mixed with Spanish and French and all that. That's what Louisiana food is. I like these wings, but they're all wrapped around in a weird way, aren't they? They're like, I guess, but people walk around and they do their arms and things kind of flow. Mm. I'm going to fix that at a different time. Right now, I want to kind of get the colors down. I know this is a red stripe on Mom. I'd like that to be a red stripe. I don't know why. I was like, this is a red stripe. You see, that back pain's already kicking, boy. J'ai trempé la pointe dans ma dos. We will be jamming to this tomorrow with Ambulance of Kingdoms. That's for damn sure. All right, I'm gonna have to call it good for right now for this session. I have to stand up and stretch and do something because it's starting to really kick in. Um, thank you for joining me, and please donate to the Amulet and Royum fundraiser. I'll post it at the bottom of the link in YouTube and in Facebook. That just helps me get a better desk, eventually get a better computer. But mostly it's going to actually just producing the books themselves and getting the copyright. And I'm kind of drawing it all almost for free. Almost. I mean, I'm going to take some of that $7,000, but it doesn't look like I'm going to make the $7,000. So I'll probably be doing it for free. But thank you for joining and talk to you soon. À prochaine fois.